AITA for not acting wealthy. Hi, I'm 20F and come from a very wealthy new money family. I went to a public primary school, but by the age of 10, my family had become multimillionaires. My older brother went to a private secondary school, but I cried to my parents that I didn't want to leave my friends at the time, so begged them to send me to the public one instead. At this high school, I met my now best friends. It's important to know my family doesn't flex their wealth. We do live in a rather large house, and we do drive nice cars, but other than that, the only real sign of wealth would be the amount of gold I wear. I grew up knowing I was privileged. My friends would always bring up their financial struggles, and I tried my best to help them by always paying whenever we went out and stuff, but I obviously couldn't solve their families' financial difficulties. Now recently, I have taken to having a part-time job. I do not need to work. It's something I have chosen to do. I live off only the money I make, and none of my family's wealth. I pay rent and buy groceries just like anyone else. But as I grew up with a lavish lifestyle and my part-time job no longer supports that I've come into some credit card debt, I was discussing this with my friends when one of them got really agitated and started shouting at me, telling me I wouldn't know difficulty if it hit me in the face and that I need to stop acting ghetto and check my privilege. Now, I do know that if I needed to, I could just pay off the debt using my trust fund or something, but I didn't want it. I wanted to learn financial responsibility, but she doesn't seem to understand that and has since cut me off. My friends think I am the asshole and that I should have never brought it up, because some people have real-life problems and I'm just playing pretend. I want to know, should I apologize to her, or is she overreacting? In my opinion, I should be allowed to discuss something that is stressing me out with my friends without facing backlash. Damn, y'all hate me. I did not expect this to become a financial conversation, but you're all right. I do not know how credit cards and everything work. My parents were against me attempting to provide for myself, so have not given me any advice on the matter. I see now it was insensitive of me to bring this topic of conversation up with my friends, and instead, I should educate myself or accept my privilege. I should also mention I am not working full-time as I am at uni, and that I will hopefully be working full-time once I graduate. Me providing for myself is not a temporary thing I am dabbling in for fun. I am genuinely trying to live on my own 2 feet and make my own wealth. Also, I see now how ridiculous my gold comment was. It's just never occurred to me that it wasn't normal. My parents raised me to never keep money in the bank, and instead, to always invest it in gold or property. I do not know how stocks and crypto work, or else I'd put it in there, but instead I put it in gold, of which I do wear a few pieces. The gold is not bought with the intention of flexing. It's bought as an investment, and it's a common gift in my family. That being said, I bet some of you still despise me, and I'm sorry. I can see why. I've listened to the song and it rings true. Again, I'm sorry, but I can't change my circumstances. I promise I'm a nice person and my friends do love me, or they wouldn't have been with me since we were 12. She has since unblocked me and reached out to me, and we have sorted out our differences. I know I'm not perfect, but I am trying. Psychology breakdown. AITA for not acting wealthy. It's less about money, more about identity. She grew up wealthy but chose independence, public school, part-time job, paying rent, trying to prove she's not spoiled. Her friend, lacking a safety net, sees her debt as not real struggle. This is relative deprivation. Hardship feels different depending on your background. Stress from privilege isn't the same as stress from survival. Clashing economic realities create tension, not assholery. One seeks autonomy, the other feels left behind.